it Thursday? It's Thursday already. Good morning, everybody. Midland Mecha Man, and it is Tribal Thursday this week. Yay! We either do a Tuesday or a Thursday. This week it's a Thursday. But before we kick in, there's something that I want to let you know. We have finally conquered our We've conquered the ability not to say technical. We can now say technical 2 times out of 3 freely, but we've overcome our technical difficulties, allowing us to stream. We can now stream, and therefore we will now be streaming once a week. Sunday morning magic will now become a streaming offering as opposed to something that I do during the week and then edit together to put out on a Sunday. We're going to do Sunday morning magics. That's going to be 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every week, and we'll try and pull out a variety of different things. Try not to get repetitive with it. Try and keep it fresh and keep it moving along. It may even force me out of my comfort zone into formats I don't usually play. So we just wanted to toss that in there real quick. That'll be starting this week, Sunday, February 23rd. Oh, today is the 20th. 21, 20, yeah, it'll be the 23rd, February 23rd, exactly. Okay, so 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Subscribe, right? Get that little thing. It'll give you notifications when it comes on, and join us Sunday morning for a live streaming magic session. All right, on with Tribal Thursday.
Okay, so let's take a look at this tribal rat deck. So this is a predominantly black with a splash of red and a splash of blue, based around rat cards. Okay, so brief rundown: single mana cards, a couple of splash portals, counter control, counter removal, Nizumi line breakers, a pair of those, a pair of rat outs, a quad of typhoid rats, a quad song of Totentaz. One of the things the deck wants to do is produce as many tokens as possible. Many tokens. A pair of Azure Beast Binders. 2 freeze in places. A pair of Shoreline Looters. A pair of Thought Shuckers, and you'll notice Threshold is a mechanic at play in this deck. Trying to get 7 cards into that graveyard will trigger different abilities of a few different cards in this deck. A pair of Bandit's Talent, a pair of Callous Cell Swords, which those could probably come out, to be quite honest. In fact, I think they should. Let's go ahead and take those 2 out of there. Okay, a pair of Candy Grapples, those stay. A trio of Fells, those stay. A quad of Innocuous Rats. Mourner Surprise, got a couple of those. One of the more important cards to the deck, the quad of Persistent Marsh Stalkers. That's one of the threshold cards. It can come back time and time again. You get enough mana on the table, it can be very powerful. 1 Tangled Colony, 1 Valley Rock Caller, which can be incredibly helpful if you can get a bunch of rats out on the table. Red support that you might expect in a rat deck, the Ratcatcher Trainee and the Tattered Ratter. And a singular Thought Rattle sitting out here. Again, that is the Threshold. Seek a rat card and cast it for less mana. A pair of Mind Whiskers, a pair of Night Whirl Hermits. Again, that's for the threshold. The Valley Flood Caller, a pair of Daggerfang Duo, Lord Skitterex Butcher, Psychic Whirl, a pair of those, a couple of Voracious Vermin, a pair of Atali's Favors, a singular Moonrise Cleric, the Patchwork Banner, which is essential in any tribal deck, Lightshell Duo, a pair of those, a couple of Thornplate Intimidators, one Wick the World Mind, a couple of Revenge of the Rats, and again, create tokens, make tokens, make tokens, make tokens, rat tokens, charging hooligan, mindful assistant, Bren the Relentless, the singular planeswalker is Rawl, the crackling wit, got the old Fitterfang, Alcatraz deepest betrayal, a twisted sewer witch, one Wix patrol, and Chimley the Inner Sun, and a probably bigger than it really needs to be mana base. So we are vulnerable to flying, of course. Don't have much here that's got reach or anything like that. Really, the idea is to get counters, get numbers, numbers, go wide, get big as fast as possible. That's kind of the idea. And so it's vulnerable to a couple of things. I don't have much of a defense here against lifelink decks and that sort of thing. And I can think of a couple of cards that probably should go into this deck, especially. The name of the card I'm blanking on right now, but it is a red demon that produces rat tokens and buffs rat tokens on the attack. It's in our other deck. I tell you what, let's take a look here real quick. Is it Ogre Chitter? There it is. Okay. And we'll go ahead and add 2 of those into the deck and get us back to 148. That's a kind of a bit of a significant change. So we dropped a couple of cards out and picked a couple of cards up. Quick check of the deck details. So the average mana cost here is a 2.7. Pretty heavy into that 2 area, like really heavy into that 2 area, right? Mostly black and blue, I guess. Is that a splash? Maybe a belly flop. Plop of bread. The white is actually a white-blue card. Or is it white-black? The Starscape Cleric, white-black. So, we'll see over here we get 58 creatures, very creature heavy. 4 instants, 18 sorceries, 5 artifacts, 4 enchantments, 1 planeswalker, and 55 lands. Kind of do it pilots. Jagged Barrens. We got 2 mana, 2 mana. Oh gosh. Be bold. Okay, play this out. See if we get a little lucky. On the next turn, we can at least get the Nezumi line breaker out. That's good. We got 3 turns worth of cards to play, 4 turns worth of cards to play, so we'll take it. Yes, okay. On the board, got a creature out. Always good. Alright, flying. What do we got up here? Promising Bay. Swamp. Alright. Yay, 3rd mana. Create counters, create numbers, create numbers, create numbers. Sunfire Torch. Ah. 2 damage to any target, which I assume will be me. Attack the rat. Okay. Boom. Let's see. I get to exile something. Let's exile that thing. Yeah. Thanks. Nice guy. Nice person. Another removal. Little bit of removal. Oh, dragon trainer. That'll work well with the dragon whelp, right? Here comes the flying death of me. Rat. I'm going to bide my time. I'm a time biter here on this one. Hey, he's complimenting me again. Thanks. Deals 1 damage to any target. That'd be me this time. Coming over the top with at least 6, maybe more. What was that? Dragon spells cost 1 less to cast. Stop decking though. That's kind of helpful in my case. Let's see. We'll take that off the board. And put this on the board. Oh, demand answers needs to go. And this is not a bad attack coming up. But it's probably not going to save my bacon. Let's see. Shoot the sheriff. Does 2 damage to me. Gets rid of that. I see. It's not going to come all out. Really can't. But it has me down to 4 at this point. So, let's see. Is there anything that's really going to save me here? I don't think so. Not really. Can't fly. It's only 1/1. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Let's go here. Oh, he could block 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eh. Let me just go ahead and lay it out. It's a loss. I cannot beat the opponent. They can absorb too much of this initial attack, or just withstand it altogether. What? 2, 4, 6. We can come over the top for 2. but I have blockers for the others. No last point of damage? This won't go well for you. Ooh, good game. Wow! Scooped it from the jaws of defeat. Wow, I really expected to lose one turn ago, but they didn't quite play it the way I thought. But this is the result we want. This is exactly what the deck wants to do. Hopefully it does it a little bit quicker, but this is the exact result we're after, right? Getting tokens, buffing up tokens, something like, the Twisted Sewer Witch comes out, and whammo, you've got, this great board going on. And if you can get that Ogre Chitter Lord out there as well, it can be a pretty deadly deck when it triggers, as any deck is, right? When they trigger. Oh, store's refreshed. Should we see what's in there? Nothing we're going to buy. It's all been Aether Drift, and I got to be honest, I'm not in love with it. I'm not in love. Doesn't fit my brain. I mean, I'll accept Fallout for some reason, but I won't accept, Lightspeed Bike, whatever kind of stuff going on. I don't know. There's something about this little robot dude, and it's Speed Racer, I guess, right? Pretty much. Kind of a Speed Racer sort of thing. Meh. For me, it's a miss. It's probably up other people's alley. That's fine. We don't all have to like the same things. We can like different things and still have fun playing the same game. That's kind of one of the nice things about Magic, is that, really are so many different varieties of ways that you can approach the game that you don't have to like a particular set. And if you want to, you just ignore the sumbitch and keep on going. You got to deal with other people playing it, though, sometimes, or not deal with them playing it by conceding whenever you see a nasty mechanic you don't like heist. If I see a heist card, I'm gone. I'm out. I got better things to do than to have my own cards played against me all day long. One rat versus nothing. They're going to have to discard something if they don't play. I'm sure they have a land there. Green and blue. Alright. That turns into a werewolf. It combines a 3/3. 3/3 Wolf of the Were. Once it is tapped. Whoa. Throw away 2 cards, opponent. I want to take a look at my next 2 cards. See if I can set up a play. Psychic Whirl is a good hand attack. Get them to minimize their options. Make them choose. Always make the opponent make choices. Make as much as you can make the opponent make decisions, make choices, the more opportunity you have to run them into a bad choice or a bad decision. All right. I actually need the mana. I'm just going to change the order of it. There we go. I don't think they want to do that, because if they block, they lose their creature, and I'm going to manifest Dread, so they're going to leave it alone. We might see this thing become a 3/3 if they don't have another play. Weighing options. What will they do? Thinking that they might attack. All right. Interesting. Wonder what's going on up there. Yeah, that's what's going on here. They're letting that resolve. So they have an instant in their hand. I think I'm going to be catty and hang on to my fell for right now. How do you be catty when you're playing a rat deck? Can you be catty when you're playing a rat deck? It seems like the antithesis. People do run cat decks. I've come across them. They're out there. Leon and Warrior. The prime feature of them. They tend to be kind of on the white side. I think I have actually. Have I ever played a rat deck against a cat? I don't know that I have. I'm not sure that I have. Okay. Let's see. We are one black mana away from being really kind of nasty here. Numbers. Remove it, don't remove it, don't remove it. Hang on to that fell for something more significant. Potentially. Still just come with the single rat. Just little nibbles, little gnaws. This really gives the opponent an opportunity. Quite honestly, I wish I were bigger, quicker here. You see, they should have chose a token because I get to play this one back. Token would have just disappeared altogether. That's all right. 1, 2, 3, 4. But that would tap me out. Let's see. I'm nowhere near threshold. I think. I'm going to surprise him with some numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pay 4. And they'll be able to take one off the board, but the other 5 are coming through. Now I realize I opened the counterattack here, but I still have this fell sitting here. One more mana, and we can spook the hell out of the opponent. We still have the option to play this, and this back out onto the board. Although, not much help. I really keep the rat catcher just for the extra tokenage. Kind of happy they didn't get anything additional out. They've got some mana going on, and in a green deck, that seems like enough mana to be truly dangerous. Didn't get what I wanted, unfortunately, but a 2/5 is a nice thing to have right now. Two five was nice to have for the moment. They come with minimum of 6. nasty. They'll play a land right now. They will play mana. They will not play mana. Hi. Oh man, now we really wish we had a little more mana, don't we? Let's see, I got 5 now. I can put another 4 on the board. That's a total of 9. He has 1 mana up here. Nine attackers, 1 blocker. And victory! Woo! The Rubrats. Rubrats are the deck is playing today. It's nice to have, isn't it? It's nice to have a day where your your middling Magic decks are keeping you in a middling mood sort of thing going on, right? Yeah, we're good with that. That's the kind of thing we're after. We didn't get we really didn't. I'll admit we didn't really see anything meta on the other side from the opponents today. We didn't see anything that there was no red deck wins. We had somebody trying to play a life game. Didn't look like they were getting our cards, or maybe they didn't have the right thing. We didn't get ramped by anything today at all. So it could just be that we got, kind of lucky in the types of decks that we were facing. But this performed well for us today. All right. Hey, that's it. Thank you all very much for joining. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and recommend, I guess. Tell a friend sort of thing. Bring a buddy. Because, the more the merrier.